Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and indeed it is a good evening. Have a lovely day. Walking and stuff and going to the gym and eating baby sheep. So, um, now I'm doing Beast Wars Neo Cohrada here, which is one of only two snake formers in the universe. Interestingly, I had a look at the one of the new Cyberverse figures called Hatchet, and he turns from an attack dragon into a jet. Looks nice, like it. More of those, please. So let me just give you a little bit of BG on this Cohrada chap. Now, it makes me laugh a little bit because he has three modes. You've got the beast, you've got the bot, and the tertiary mode, which is usually some kind of defensive or attack thing. You know, like little Stampy here turns into the most ridiculous pair of garden shears you ever seen in your freaking puff, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely stand clear, stupid. A lot of them have this third mode. It's interesting. I picked up last year at the oil assembly. I picked up the Universe World. What a piece of book. And he had with him two minicons, and up until then, to me, minicons were, they were, you know, you had the little bots that turned into, you know, little tiny vehicles, and the bots were a little cute and all the rest of it. But these guys, they had the three modes. They had the bot, they were usually a jet, and they were a weapon as well. And I like those minicons. There's something just really cool about those minicons. That's the kind of minicons I could collect, absolutely. Why am I talking about that? I don't know. I'll get back to this. So a little bit of background here. So he's got the defensive mode. So normally I would go beast to bot, or beast to tertiary mode for a little light relief to bot. But today I'm going to go tertiary mode to bot to beast, because the beast is so freaking successful. So is the bot, actually, but it does there. So is the bot, but we'll be in Birmingham in a couple of weeks' time for about a week or so. Anybody's about there, wants to meet up, we can all just, because I'm going to meet up with George, Exaggerated Elegy, which I always do. Send me a message, you know, we could all kind of get together and just take over Birmingham, you know, have a bot in, or whatever you call it. So, what do you hear this, BG? I'm not sure. It may not be quite ridiculous. So he is a snake. Cohrada Grind Trooper. Subgroup Beast Wars New Deluxe Beasts. Fighting is what I live for, so I intend to live to do it for a long time. That's okay. It's standard shit, really, isn't it? Extraordinary powerful in fire and dry climates. Really? An outlaw. I'm not giving him a finger for that. This guy is, I'm trying to think of the proper word. He's comedy and irony and parody personified in a bot. Absolutely. Absolutely. You'll agree with me when you see, hopefully. An outlaw because he prefers acting alone and isn't a good teamwork. I feel like I need to do a job Wayne in person. I'm turning into Tom Waits. Sorry. He sometimes clashes with his teammates. The vacuum shock waves he produces with his whip-like right hand. Hand viewed. Excuse me. I'll read that once again. The vacuum shock waves he produces with his whip-like hand. The hand viewed. Yeah, I suppose it's this Japanese thing with, you know, supercilious razor beast mode. You know, they fire these silly weapons and they have to pronounce the weapon. They have to pronounce the move before they do it. It doesn't work in this. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. Makes me think it's a little bit silly. And anyway, this hand viewed. It does not translate into English, does it? Hand viewed. Can slice through steel. I don't think a hand viewed. I want to go viewed every time I say it. Can slice through steel. He specializes in doing swaying, zigzag dancing to rhythm. Anyway, so that's the really silly bit out of the way. No, it is. I'm about to show you something really silly again. Now, this is his tertiary. I don't want to go like that because that makes me just want to parody it, because we all know it's a little bit shit. So have a look at this, if you will. This is his battle platform thing. There's this little tail just hanging out in the background. Now, it is it looks silly, but it's entirely. Trust me, it is entirely practical when it comes to it. It really is entirely practical. Now you've got this odd stand. There's the weapon which can be manned from behind. The little bot who's manning the weapon can look through. Although exactly why a bot needs to be manned? Why does the sentient bot, very aware of his surroundings, need to be manned? I don't know. But, so we'll take little Stampy here. Now, he does look slightly rude there. I mean, he's obviously got his legs spread. Doesn't he? He's got his legs spread. And it's about to get even sillier because I've taken Stampy here and I haven't bothered to transform him. I've just stood him up. And look, he's got this odd little appendage, which is actually it's actually the post that becomes where you would place it into the hand of a larger bot when you transform into his hedge shears mode. Now, when I man this guy here like that, they just look like they're copulating. They do. Most of the bots wouldn't. And again, it looks so fucking. Oh my god! Look at this. I feel so wrong for putting this on screen, but hey, it makes me laugh. So all I can say is, if you don't like it, then there's something about you're taking plastic a little bit too seriously, ladies and gentlemen. Oh god, look. So he bans the weapon. Oh god, it's so funny. It makes me laugh. Sorry. Oh, I love my plastic. So that was that mode in a way. Do we care? Not especially. It's that. Get it out of the way. So I'm taking the bot. So love this. Now there's only, to my knowledge, there are only 2 snake formers in the whole universe. That's the Beast Wars Neo Cohrada and the Beast Machine Night Viper. I think I'll show you her sometime. She is there is a unique aspect to her. I nearly said very unique aspect to her, but of course, I was just trying to magnify the uniqueness of her leg transformation. If you all have that little bot, you know what I'm talking about. It's sweet to the beat, motherfucker. So let's take this guy to his bot mode. Lovely bot mode. This is where the outlaw comes to the fore. Indeed it is. So I'll just do a bit of moving about. So yes, so 2 snake formers in the entire universe. Oh, look, that comes off. Now, considering that we have, any amount of kind of gorillas and stuff like that, any amount of larger primates. Where are we going? We're going to bot. Any amount of larger primates, and dragons are really well represented, aren't they? It seems odd that there aren't so many snakes. I'm going to take his little head up like that. Yeah, okay. So this little bit attaches. So I'm just going to show you instead of talking too much about it. But you would think that snake formers would be really ripe for, just going to town and just having a good old time with snake formers. Snake formers. I even like saying it. Mufasa. Say it again. So we've got to put his little head through the snake section. Put the head through the snake section, ladies and gentlemen. Almost there. This little cobra, which is obviously going to be the cobra head. Interesting little post and port from here to here. Yes, the post and the port are interesting. They accommodate each other very well, and they're like a little 2-pronged thing, which I'm very pleased about. So let's go and look at the Outlaw Juicy Whales. Now, Beast Wars Neo Cohrada, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. He looks like a gunslinger. When you get really close up, he looks even more. He looks like he's going to talk like this, partner. Hey, I just got off a horse and drank some milk. He is something very cowboy-like, outlaw-like about him. He's like a hybrid of robot, Native American, and some kind of Cowboy Joe kind of thing, and I think that's so cute. And he's got this real gunslinger arm here, fantastic, and he's even got a whip. Oh, whip, which is his tail. And this tail, the tail arm is really posed, but it looks fucking fantastic. Macquarie, if you don't have this guy and you've never seen it before, I know you're watching this now going, I've got to get me one. I've got to get one of those. Beast Wars Neo Cohrada, Dorian, okay, make it happen, sir. He has a maximal. Yeah, he has a maximal. You see him in his beast mode and you go, oh, the Predacon Cohrada. You see him in his bot mode and you go, oh, the maximal. Absolutely the maximal. He's got lots. I don't want to show you the back of him yet. I don't want to show him because he's a Cobra and he's got some nice detail here on the back and it's just so cool. He's got this big old whip tail shit going on and he's just so, he's characterful. You see, this is what I'm talking about. He's party, he's comedic, he's ironic. You can hear his voice. He looks like he would go really well with a G1 cartoon. He's got this kind of thing going on. I have no idea what he's like in Beast Wars Neo because I tried watching a little bit of it. And I'll tell you, it's worse than Energon, it's worse than Armada, it's worse than Cybertron, it's worse than any other Transformers series you've ever seen. It really is. Usually these things are better in Japanese. Not this one. Not this one. No. You've got bots and animals doing things together that they just shouldn't do. I know you sick fuckers, I'm not talking about that kind of thing. They're just, they're getting drunk and they're having parties and they're sleeping and they're dreaming and they're sleeping. It's like, oh, fuck, right off. See, I want to get rid of that shit. I'm denouncing and divorce myself from that shit. Now, when it works, it really works. When it's bad, it's hideous. So, I'm pretending all that shit doesn't exist. Here we have a fantastic piece of plastic. George Exaggerated Elegy got me this, and he's an absolute diamond for getting me this. Love this guy. You can take this off. You can fill it with water in the usual way. It's hollow and it's flexible, and you can use it as a literal weapon pistol. I've never put water in it. I don't care. I know what a water pistol looks like when it, I've pissed hundreds of times, thousands. I know what it looks like. Don't need to see that again. So I'm gonna take him to his snake mode. Snake mode. This is nice. This is extremely sexy. This is an extremely sexy beast. Now, Ray Winston, eat your heart out. Lots of. I'm just gonna make it happen here and just not talk about it too much. Lots of the beast modes of these guys are really, really good, and generally, Beast Wars Transformers, if you like them, then you're gonna collect them because they're beast. They have really good beast modes. This guy is the first snake former ever, the first snake former, and definitely the most successful, the most convincing in terms of being a bot that's kind of true to because he looks like a snake form. He looks like a snake. Night Viper does too, but she's really stylized and she's really techno organic. Very, very, very cool. Sexy. Absolutely sexy. Wouldn't do, but sexy. Would I? No. This little funky thing going on here, closing up the little hood. You just kind of tuck this bladdery section in underneath and you incline the head downwards. Now, let me just finish this guy off for you. Oh, yes, he's good. Look at this. Look. Oh. Now, if you've never seen this guy again, and you're looking at him now, you're thinking, where have I been? Why have I not known about this guy? Why is he not in my collection? Macquarie, have you got it? If not, it'll be yours very soon, I have no doubt. You're on eBay as we speak. I'm sure of it. There's a tiny little gimmick here. His mouth does have this odd little gimmick, and it's billed as a gimmick, but believe me, folks, just forget about it because it's nothing worthwhile. I want to show you the back of this guy. Look at that. Fucking hell. King Cobra, really good. He's even got kind of reptilian ribbing here. The head has a little bit of movement, and again, you've got this kind of thing. It's billed as a gimmick, but it doesn't really matter to me. The bladder you can fill it with water, and it's going to do a little bit of squirting when you depress the head here. That doesn't matter. Look at the articulation on this guy's freaking tail. Look at that. Now, when I was a kid, I used to go to the seashore. On the way, I used to stop at Bertie O'Neill's and pick up an ice cream, a bucket, a spade, and one of those little plastic snakes that done that. Look at that articulation. It's fucking lovely. Absolutely glorious. The kind of articulation you would expect to see in a snake's tail. Just really, really nice. And he sits so well. You can sit him. That's it. That's all he's got to stand on, quite literally. But it really works. You can wrap the tail around him. He looks so freaking good. I want more snake formers. If you like snake formers, you're going to like dragon formers, which I do. So snakes, dragons, anything reptilian, the lizards, there are very few of those as well. And they all really, really excite me. So when I see we even have a little Cyberverse class attack dragon, bring it on, absolutely bring it on. Don't give us another fucking Bumblebee. Or give us another Prime. See, this is the thing. You get the leader class Primes, and the bot and the alt mode always look the same, but you just fold them up differently each time, and they become less and less interesting and less playable. Snakes. We want snakes, bae. Give us fucking snakes. So, this is the deluxe. He is definitely top 10 of my favorite deluxes. I think my top 10 deluxes are probably about 26. There's probably about 26 of them. Absolutely love this guy. He's never been repainted. That's another reason to have him. I don't think he has. Some of you fuckers are going to go, no, he has been repainted. And please tell me, because I want to get that repaint. Love this guy. Beast Wars Neo Cohrada. Very nice. The Outlaw, Josie Wales. Ladies and gentlemen, right. You love it. I love it. I will see you very soon.